the battery won't start. Hey, come on, get smart. Joe Rossman is the name, and Auto Talk's the game. Well, you got the shakes, might be the brakes, the tires go round, but the engine's pounding. Auto Talk's got what it takes to make your car run safe and sound. Rossman's neat, thinks on his feet, so you'll get your car back on the street. Muffler dragging, exhaust pipe sagging with a noise so loud the neighbors nagging you to call Joe Rossman now. You're listening there, he's on the air. It's not fair to stomp and swear. Call Rossman now for great car care. If you're low on dough and your car don't go, just call this show and talk with Joe. I'm sure he'll know how to end your woe. Your tires spin, the engine misses, transmission slips, and the radiator hisses. You know it can't be fixed with kisses. Well, talk to Rossman, he never misses. Joe, he's our man. If he can't fix it, no one can.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday
Happy
to you.
Tuesday. Happy
to
Tuesday. And welcome to another edition of Auto Talk and Travel.
That's us.
That's us. I'm David Lighty, and he is Joe Rossman.
Don't point at me. I told you before, don't point at me.
The thing has an L on the end of it.
Oh.
And we are here every Tuesday night from 7 to 8 to answer your automotive questions, but we like to talk about a little bit of everything.
We talk about everything.
Everything. Auto, food. A couple weeks ago, Joe was doing a study on the amount of gray hair his mouse had. I don't know how that ended up.
Beer. We talk about beer.
We talk about beer. Food's always good with us.
Food, talk, travel. We're going to talk RVing tonight. And,
RVing tonight?
We're here every Tuesday night from 7 to 8 o'clock. You can listen to us on 101.5 Integrity Radio, also on 1330 AM. And if you really get excited, you can go to your computer and type in
WNIT radio.com. Joe, you always goof that one up.
Almost said the wrong one.
He's typing there. He's typing, but he's gone. And you actually, through the website, you can also pull up our archives.
Yep.
So if there's anything in the past that you might have heard, give us a call. Let us know. Listen in.
And if you have an RV question, tonight is the night to call in. If you want to talk about RVing, we got Chad Rothrock from Total Value RV in a beautiful place called Elkhart, Indiana. Hello, Chad. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Hi, friends. How you guys doing tonight?
All right, Chad. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Other than it's hot.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, a little warm and muggy out today.
Oh. So, Chad, you are from Total Value RV, and the only reason I know about them is because that's where I bought my RV from, which is the greatest RV that I've ever had. I have an Integra, and Total Value is kind of an interesting place. Well, tell us about Total Value, and then we'll talk about RVing and
sure.
And what
I'd love to. So, for any of those that haven't heard of Total Value RV before, we are a factory direct representative. So we represent Thor Motor Coach, Forest River. We represent Coachman. More importantly, Jayco Integra, which is our Highline, and which is what Joe bought. And that is
of course,
that is
Joe bought the Highline. Wouldn't you know that?
Yeah. So, Joe, you obviously have a taste for quality, and with Jayco Integra, that is just synonymous. The name is synonymous with quality. So, Total Value RV, we carry all of those brands, but we're factory direct. And what a lot of people don't know is that we are kind of like we're the motor that you don't see driving that car in terms of getting parts and service done for a lot of folks throughout the United States.
What's interesting about Total Value that I found out was, number one, they don't charge a get-ready charge. All these other places charge whatever they call it, get-ready or
dealer prep fee.
Dealer prep and that kind of. But Total Value doesn't do that. And they also let you stay in their campground. They have a little four-site campground, so you can stay there for a couple days when you get your RV to get acquainted with it. And
it's a wonderful idea.
They don't charge you shipping because it's right around the corner from where the factory is. And they give you a full tank of fuel. Man, 150 gallons in that behemoth. So they give me a full tank of fuel. What are you laughing at? Yeah. And my credit card, I only put half a tank. I only put half a tank at a time.
Well, you reach your credit card limit.
Yeah, I got my credit card limit.
Maxed out.
I put it up there, tilt. But Total Value, a lot of times you go into Total Value, you go into whether it be a car dealer, truck dealer, or RV, and now we start playing the game. What do you take for this? What do you do this? Let's make the deal. It's like an auction, you know. Total value. You go in, and the guy says, here's the price. I said, wow. I mean, I don't have to negotiate with that? No, here's the price. So I was really impressed. And it's a family operation, too, isn't it, Chad?
That's correct, sir. Yes. Hank Schrock is the owner, and he's been there almost 20 years with over 40 years of RV experience. So he's there about 8 days a week, actually, if anybody would ever like to drop in and actually meet Hank Schrock. He is there 8, sometimes 9 days a week. So
wait a minute. I missed something here, buddy.
Yeah, well,
I'm the comedian on this show.
Sorry about that, Joe.
9 days a week.
9 days a week.
You know, but it's a family. It's a family affair, and it's if you're really, ladies and gentlemen, if you're really interested in an RV, before you go anywhere else, or before you buy anywhere else, you need to go to Total Value. It's 4 hours from Cleveland. It's an easy drive. You jump on the Ohio Turnpike, go to the Indiana Turnpike, you get off at Elkhart, zang, it's about 4 miles off of the freeway, and it's right there. You know, I'll tell you what, Chad, was interesting to me. First time we had met, and we kind of did business over the phone. We did a deal over the phone, and kind of a gentleman's agreement.
Right.
That when we were there was a man from California that had buying his new motorhome. He flew in from California to buy his motorhome. He said, I saved $35,000 by coming out here. So he said it was worth the airplane ticket out and driving back.
And the drive back.
Sure. Then there was another guy from Alaska, and he came down and bought a motorhome, and he was going back to Alaska with it.
Nice.
That's right. Yeah, we actually serve all over, I would say all 49 states. But with that being said, you know, it's not uncommon to get folks that come from all over the U.S. and Canada to buy from Total Value, not only to save some money, but also to get a factory-fresh vehicle. A lot of these larger Class A motorhomes, they aren't flatbedded in, and so when you buy them at Total Value, you're buying them with maybe 40, 50 miles on them, you know, just the factory test drive miles. So people really like the idea of that, being able to break their motorhome in.
I'll tell you the idea that I like, and Joe touched upon this also, is that you have a area there. If I come out and I'm spending that kind of money on that type of luxury vehicle, RV, you have an area there where I can actually spend a couple days and get accustomed to what I have. Well, I think that's a great advantage. This way I'm not stuck on my way back to Alaska trying to figure something out.
But, David, they also have travel trailers on the lower end that they do the same thing with. They set up the travel trailer.
Right.
Right? Go ahead, Chad.
Good point, Joe.
What do you do?
What's funny is I have a guy that just bought one, and his cost about $16,000, but he came all the way from Alaska. I was able to save him $4,000, but, you know, when you're able to kind of make that trip and you have the time to do that, you know, I saved him $4,000, but even with his travel and everything included, it was worth it to him. And he's going to get great service. We can get him parts faster than anyone else in the country, and that was his big thing, is he likes to work on it himself.
Okay.
And that's one thing. When you call us, we're able to kind of put you through to a service technician that can walk you through any of the technical procedures as far as either overriding a system or just replacing a part in itself.
Now, Total Value is a little different than some of these other places. You know, you go to some of these what over those world place, and they've got huge buildings that looks like mammoth car dealerships and gigantic buildings and overhead. This place is in the middle of a field, and they got a couple of travel trailers for offices, basically. Right. But they got like modular homes for they have a service department, but they have their office.
Right.
They don't have
low
this
overhead.
They don't have this giant facility. I'm telling you, it's in the middle of nowhere.
Low overhead.
That's part of the no hidden fees thing. You know, we have a low overhead. We do have a huge service center in back, but it's nothing fancy. None of that indoor showroom stuff. It's just a ton of RVs out in, like Joe said, out in the middle of nowhere. And, we move them in volume. So that's kind of the idea. You come out here at Elkhart, maybe take a factory tour, definitely save some money, and hopefully enjoy some good Amish cooking while you're here.
Ooh,
Amish cooking.
Mrs. Yoder's Kitchen.
I don't know. What
Oh, yeah.
What's the place in Elkhart? What was it?
So we have a place called Essen House, which is right off Highway 20 in Middlebury, and that's just outside of Elkhart. And that place is pretty well known. Matter of fact, the owner, Bob Miller himself, bought his motorhome from us, from myself. He bought a Thor Miramar about 3 years back.
So in Elkhart, we went to a restaurant on the corner downtown, and they serve like breakfast and lunch, and they sell you a coffee cup. I don't remember the name of the place. I'm pretty sure it was Elkhart. And somebody took me there when we went back to Integra Homecoming, and
right,
little tiny restaurant. God, the food delicious.
Yeah, anywhere you go in the that's probably the Cottage there downtown, but anywhere you go in the city of Elkhart or surrounding areas, it seems like they just know food. So they've got more hotel rooms and more restaurants than anything else. So if you ever, well, of course they've got fueling stations, of course, with all the RVs leaving for transport. But yeah, with that being said, anytime you're here, you come from Chicago or out from the Cleveland area, you start to see exit 92 in Elkhart is a great place to stop, and that's right where we're at, off the toll road and exit 92 in Elkhart.
So Total Value is kind of like a little, not a mom and pop thing, but it is basically a family business. But when you sell a motorhome or you sell a trailer, who knows about it? A person comes in. How do you educate them on what they need?
Well, that's a good question. A lot of times people get lucky and stumble upon us based on their review of their product. So, for instance, let's say somebody's out in Arizona and they're actually looking at an RV show, and then they go online, they fall in love with the unit, they go online, they start doing some research, and come to find out, well, they're all built out in Elkhart. And there's a good chance that, Total Value RV's logos floating around somewhere out there on the internet. So whether that or one of our videos, we try and get outside of the box and do some fun, informative videos. YouTube's a good way for customers to kind of get educated even before they come in. But you'd be surprised, Joe, the percentage of customers that walk in knowing exactly what they want and knowing exactly that they can buy it here, and basically anticipating the best price outright. And that's 99.9% of the time what they get is an unbeatable price. So we have, like Joe had mentioned in the beginning, no hidden fees, no transport fees, and that's all on our website. So people see that, and when they ask their local dealer, well, what fees are involved, and they get the extra $700 or $1,200 or $1,700 or $2,500 in fees, it starts to make sense. Well, maybe we ought to look somewhere else and go buy them at the source.
Well, you can go to their website, which is really difficult. Now, David, even you can understand this.
All right, let me write this down.
Write it down. Better yet, take a guess at what the name of their website is.
Is it TotalValueRV.com?
Oh, don't. Jeez.
That was my second guess.
That was David's second guess.
That was my second guess.
You missed that one, David.
TotalValueRV.com.
I mean, how can you make it any simpler? But, Chad, I let me tell you the story, and I'll tell the people too. I went and I started looking. I bought Brand W. I bought a Brand W motorhome, and I had.
You handle those?
No, he doesn't.
You don't handle Brand W?
I had so many headaches with it. I was going to trade it in, so I got on the internet and I found a motorhome that I liked in Louisiana. I found I was going to get a 1-year-old one. I found one in Louisiana. So then I told my wife, this is a Saturday afternoon, I said, honey, pack your bags. Monday morning, we're going to Elkhart. We're going to take a factory tour of this company, because I don't know if we're going to buy this motorhome or not, but we're going to take a tour of the factory. I want to see how that thing is made.
See how it's built.
Right? So, and there's two big factories there. There's Newmar and there's Jayco or Integra. Same thing. And Chad, how many factory tours are available there? Are there a lot?
Yeah, I mean, you've got probably between 50 and 70, I would guess, and that's just a guess. But I would say between at least 50 and 70.
So there's between 50 and 70 companies building RVs in Elkhart.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You've got different product lines. So the main companies that you're going to find here in Elkhart The two largest right now are Thor Motor Coach, which actually owns companies like Jayco and Airstream and, Dutchman, Keystone, and Heartland, and Thor Motor Coach. So then you've got companies like Forest River, which is a subsidiary of Berkshire Hathaway, okay, Warren Buffett's company. You have Forest River, you've got Coachman, and then they're just going to have a tremendous amount of product line. So anything from a travel trailer to a pop-up trailer or a motorhome, you can actually do factory tours out here and really get a deeper level of appreciation for the product you're considering, regardless of the price point. And people love that. Nuts and bolts guys like I know Joe and myself, they're definitely going to get a kick
Joe's
out of that.
more nuts than he is bolts, but that's
yeah, that's great.
But question now, you mentioned travel trailers, pop-ups, and motorhomes.
What do you mean I'm more nuts than bolts? Yeah.
It took him a while to sink that one in.
David used to be the show co-host here.
He threatens me every week.
So we're talking with Chad Rothrock.
Yes, we are.
From Total Value RV. Their phone number, 866, we'll give it later, but 866-282-4460. And ask for Chad. I mean, if you're going to call up, ask for Chad.
Tell Chad you know us.
He's one of the guys. Yeah, tell Chad you know me, and you know what that does? They'll get you a candy bar. I didn't even get a T-shirt. I bought a motorhome. I didn't even get a T-shirt.
You didn't get a T-shirt? But you got a fuel tank of gas.
Well, but they don't have T-shirts.
You got a full
Joe's
tank of gas.
Joe's got a friend for life, and even more importantly, a great place to stay anytime you ever come to Elkhart.
So, anyhow, I said to my wife, pack up. We're going to go look at how this thing is made because, number one reason, the factory's 4 hours from where I live. If I got a problem, the other company was in Iowa somewhere, and I'm not going back to Iowa. They want me to go back to Iowa. So we went. Well, I found Total Value. I'm driving on the freeway. My wife's driving. I'm looking on the internet. Geez, they've got this motorhome just like I want. We're going to go drive it. We get there. We drive in a place. I said, I'm here to look at that motorhome. The guy says, I sold it last week. I said, it's on the internet. I sold it last week. Oh, no. My heart sank because I can't afford a brand new one. He says, I got this brand new one here. Oh, no. Here it comes. Bait and switch. I know the deal coming.
Here we go.
Bait and switch. I sold that one, but I got this one. Mm-hmm. And you know what the next words out of his mouth were? Typical car dealer. I'll make you a deal you can't refuse. Right?
Right.
So that was Don Corleone.
Was that what it was?
That was Don Corleone.
Don Corleone.
I'll make him an offer he can't refuse.
I'll make you an offer. So I'll make you an offer. I'll make you a deal you can't refuse.
There you go.
I said to Jan, I says, oh, man,
Here we go.
Here we go. He says, yeah, I bought this. We ordered this for a guy, and he didn't take it. And I said, uh-oh, I'm going to get the Total Value RV experience right here.
Yes.
I said, oh, I don't know. So let's take it for a ride. So we went out and took it for a ride. Man, it drove so much better, so much different than the one I had. So I said, okay. So we'll talk to you about it. Okay. So I said, we're going to take the factory tour and we'll be back. So I figure out the price. So we left and we went to lunch and we went over to the factory and we were really impressed with Integra Factory. Really impressed the way they build it. And we come back and he says, oh, okay. He puts a number down on a piece of paper. I said, are you kidding me? He said, that's cheaper than I was going to drive all the way to Louisiana and buy a motorhome and drive all the way back, and you're cheaper on a newer one than he was. Are you sure? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So then I said to him, well, I got this car I want to trade in. So I said, okay. He says, and I didn't have my motorhome with me. This is all. We're all talking in this office.
Okay.
So he says, I said, I got this 2009 HHR I want to trade in. It's set up for towing. So he goes on the computer. He says, I'll give you $3,500 for it. I said, man, I got to have more money. I'll give you $4,500 for it. Okay. We make a deal. I give him a deposit. I leave. And I said, I'll bring my motorhome back with my tow car next week. Okay. Now, gentleman's agreement, right?
Right.
Shake hands.
Right. Handshake. Away we go.
I come back in, and I said, that 2009 HHR I told you is a 2010. Gave me another $500. Wait a minute. This is unheard of. I've already given you a deposit. I've already made a deal. and now you're gonna after the deal, you're gonna give me more money off. I'm telling you, this is the way these people. This is the way these people.
It's only fair, yeah.
It's called integrity.
No, this is Integrity Radio, but they're Integrity. They're not Integrity Motorhome. They're Total Value RV.
They're total value RV with integrity.
Yes.
That's it.
There you
Good.
go.
I like that.
You like
I'm
that?
going to take a note. I like that. We may use that.
I'm
That is
gonna have
good.
to, all right, I'll have to charge you for it.
Yeah,
but
it's
that's
copyrighted. So, Chad, you say a lot of people actually come in and they know what they want before they come in. You get a lot of people that come in and say, "Hey, I'm like a first timer into RVs. What do I do?" And do you have any for rent? You don't rent
one.
ones.
A little different.
Do you rent them?
First timers are a little different. It's funny because you'd be surprised. A lot of folks walk in there and the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, "We're just looking." But for me, I'm a little bit more seasoned than that. I think that's just an opportunity for somebody to learn a little bit more and to get more confident.
There you go. Just
you know,
looking
and
means
a little bit more
educate me.
informed. Just so you know, you can't just sell one of these things, especially the bigger motorhomes. You can't sell one in half an hour or an hour and a half to a first time shopper. You may spend all day out there, but you know what? At the end of the day, if you've done your job, you're going to give that customer the tools that they need to make a decision. And a lot of times, if they come to Total Value RV, they're going to have a plethora of RVs to choose from. So chances are they're going to have some options to weigh, and most importantly, some pricing to consider.
What was that?
You'd be surprised.
Wait.
at the amount of
What was
people
that?
buy 'em.
What was that word you used? Plethora.
A plethora. Yep.
You mean a whole bunch?
We've got a sea of RVs.
A sea of RVs.
A sea of RVs.
So you want to see
We have
your
over
RV?
a couple
Okay.
hundred RVs.
You want to see a sea of RVs?
Yeah, a few hundred RVs. It's not a whole lot, but
It's an ocean of RVs.
I would say it's
Only
at
if it
least a
floats.
river, but a large lake of RVs. Let's leave it at that. There are a few bigger dealers out there, but I will tell you this: by the time they leave, if they were to look at every one of our RVs, they'll have surely left with RV intoxication, and that's not a good thing. But we try and narrow it down a little bit, and just kind of we're trying to give the customers a fair shot at something. There's a lot of salesmen that might take the easy road and show them one or two and try and narrow it down, but if we can show them 5, 6, 7, 8 motorhomes that they may like, and then narrow it down to one or two, we've got a good shot at earning their business. So you'd be surprised. We've got a higher percentage than most dealerships that I've seen or worked at historically, right there at Total Value, just because of the exclusives that we offer. And it's saving them money, it's getting them a factory fresh motorhome, and more importantly, it's that customer service that they feel that, we're part of the family. And that's a big thing.
You see the TV show RV Extremes, or there's a TV show where they take you and they take you to 5 different motorhomes. Which one are the people going to buy and their budget?
Yeah.
And the same thing. Now they got to select from 5, but
you got to love that show. It's a great show.
Yeah, you can't buy a motorhome you can't buy an RV that fast.
You're almost forced, right?
Yeah.
Like, well, here's $250,000. I want you to go ahead. You can choose. You can spend on this home, that home, or that home. It's like somebody's picking your home for you. That's got to be tough. But you're right. It happens.
But you know what happens? One of our friends and a bunch of our friends have purchased RVs in Florida, and there's a couple of big dealers in Florida. But the problem that I have seen is the guy bought a motorhome there. Now they called up. They made an appointment. This is in October. They made an appointment for January to take their motorhome in for service. They get there. Now, it's a 3-hour drive to the dealership. They get there, and this dealership has 200 service bays.
Wow.
They get there, and they said, you're 22nd in line. Well, wait a minute. Am I 22nd in line in the body repair that I need, or 22nd in the chassis repair? Well, you're 22nd in line. He said, well, I'm not going to wait here all day. He said, okay, let's make an appointment for 2 months from now.
Well, wait a minute. Wait, I got a question here. If they got 200 bays,
they don't have that many technicians. I don't know where you find the people, but it's hard.
All right.
But but you drive around this place. It takes a golf cart to drive around. It's so huge.
Right.
You can't. And there's anyhow. So he goes back again. Now he's there for 4 weeks getting his motorhome fixed. 4 weeks. They just, they sell it now, but goodbye. Well, Chad's guys take care of you. I mean, I went in there and I had a couple of questions. Man, they took care of it right away.
Yeah, they're pretty quick. A lot of that comes from experience. I guess we're pretty blessed up here in Elkhart. We get a lot of the overflow service work from the manufacturers. So we get the exclusive parts distribution agreements with the manufacturers, which is huge. We do over 90% of parts distribution for a few of the manufacturers we carry. So that's a huge deal. And the other thing is with being so close to the factory, a lot of our guys have actually worked hands-on building the products or have worked at the factory service centers. So we have a lot of factory-trained technicians. And so, as far as being able to diagnose and execute fixes on these vehicles, it's a lot quicker because it's almost like muscle memory in a sense.
Hey, Chad, hang on. We got to take a break, so we're going to put you on hold. We'll come back to you, okay?
Thank you, guys.
Hang on a minute. We're talking with Chad Rothrock from Total Value RV. They're in Elkhart, Indiana. It happens to be friends of mine that I bought my motorhome there, but just out of clear blue, that's where I bought it and ended up a great place. If you are going to buy a Class A, a Class B, a Class C, travel trailer, fifth wheel, camping trailer, toy haul, you need a trailer, you need a camping vehicle, you want to go enjoy life, enjoy this country, you need to check with Total Value RV before you go anywhere else. 866-282-4460. It is worth the 4-hour drive from Cleveland. Let me tell you about Pat O'Brien Chevrolet. I buy my cars at Pat O'Brien, great place, and right now is the red tag sale. Goes on until Tuesday. Now, what's the red tag sale? Everybody's been asking me, what's the red tag sale? Well, you know that Pat O'Brien has the upfront price guarantee. That means that they put the lowest price that you're going to pay right on the windshield, not the sticker on the side window, but right on the front window. Their upfront price. You're not going to beat that price. And there it is. You don't have to shop. You don't have to hustle. No haggling. That's the price. So now the red tag sale is GM and Pat O'Brien Chevrolet have said, wait a minute, we're going to take a bunch of cars and we're going to mark them down between $500 and $2,000 below our best upfront price guaranteed price. So now you got to do a little bit of shopping because now you got to ask the salesman, hey, what's kind of red tag sale deals do you have? Now, what's the deal on a car? They're still factory fresh. They're still brand new. Nothing wrong with it. Maybe they've been sitting there a little longer than the other one, but so what? So it's been sitting there. Who cares? But check with your salesperson. I talked to Art or Mario here at the Willoughby Hills store. Check with the sales professional and say, what kind of red tag specials do you have? And it's only now until the fourth Tuesday. It's now till Tuesday when the red tag sale is going on, and I'm telling you, you're going to save an extra $500 to $2,000 below the upfront price guarantee. You need to check them out, and if you need service, let me tell you, the best deal I found on an oil change is $49.99 or $49.95. Let me tell you, $49.95. Synthetic oil. Lubricate the chassis. They're going to check the front end alignment. They're going to fill the windshield washer solvent. They're going to rotate the tires. They're going to do a 27-point vehicle inspection, and they're going to wash your car. And they're going to change the oil filter with a factory oil filter. Now, this is synthetic oil, full synthetic Dexos oil. None of this synthetic blend or this re-refined oil like some of the companies are using. This is factory fresh General Motors Dexos oil that is full synthetic, $49.95. I don't think you can beat that price anywhere. Check out all 4 of the factory locations at Pat O'Brien, Willoughby Hills at 2810 Bishop Road, in Westlake at 25100 Detroit Road in Westlake, Medina 3880 Pearl Road. That's just about 2 miles north of downtown Medina, and in Vermilion at the corner of State Route 2 and Route 60. State Route 2 and Route 60. Yeah, it's in Vermilion. It's Route 2 is the road that goes up to Sandusky area, and Route 60 is in Vermilion. It's on the southwest corner. Check them out. or check them out on the internet at PatO'BrienChevy.com. Call them 855-365-CHEVY and tell them Joe and David told you to call. We're going to take a break, 7:30 exactly. We will be back with more of Total Value RV, and Auto Talk continues till 8 o'clock tonight, every Tuesday night from 7 to 8, right here on Integrity Radio, AM 1330, FM 101.5. And you can call us if you have a question, 440-946-9468. We'll give, if you want to call, we'll give you a pair of tickets to the air show. It's about a $50 package. You want to call and ask Chad a question about an RV, you call us, we'll give you a pair of tickets to the air show coming up this weekend. We'll be right back with more Auto Talk.
Do you have a tow problem? Now don't look down at your foot. I'm talking about the tow problem you might have when pulling a vehicle behind your recreational vehicle. At Demco Products, we strive to bring new ideas, products, and designs to the RV marketplace, like the Demco Victory Series tow bar, which will revolutionize the RV lifestyle and experience. Maybe you want something a little better? Check the Commander, the Excalibur 2, and the Dominator tow bars. They are all self-supporting, self-aligning, and self-leveling. Each arm moves independently of each other, which is a first in the RV industry. Hooking up and disconnecting a tow vehicle from your motorhome has never been so easy. All three tow bars incorporate the patent-pending Easy Trigger Release, providing virtually flawless hookup and disconnect. This non-binding tow bar system performs extremely well under the harshest of conditions. Visit us at www.demco-products.com and check out the complete lineup of towing products, including the Commander, the Excalibur 2, the Dominator, and the Victory Series tow bars by Demco. Demco, the name to know when you tow.
Let me tell you about the greatest place to purchase your next recreational vehicle. Now, I bought mine from Total Value RV in Elkhart, Indiana, and I'm totally satisfied. Total Value RV has the greatest selection of Class A gas and diesel motorhomes, Class C mini homes, and also a complete line of towables. Now, they sell the complete Thor line of products, and Thor is the largest manufacturer of recreational vehicles in the United States. When you purchase an RV from Total Value RV, spend a couple of nights hooked up in their campground to become acquainted with your new unit to make sure all of your questions are answered and everything's working properly. Conveniently located just 4 hours west of Cleveland in the RV capital of the world, Elkhart, Indiana. You'll save thousands buying from a dealer located where they make them. That's why they'll say it's better when you buy them where they're built. Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned recreational vehicle? Make sure you stop into Total Value RV in Elkhart, Indiana. They also take trade-ins at a very competitive rate, and there's no hidden fees or dealer prep. Visit Total Value RV and see for yourself how to save big bucks on your next recreational vehicle purchase. Call 866-282-4460. That's 866-282-4460. Or TotalValueRV.com on the internet.
See what the buzz is all about as Lake Metro Park celebrates 30 years of Bug Day. Sunday, September 9th at Penitentiary Glen Reservation in Kirtland. Together we'll explore the amazing world of bugs that surround us while having fun with buggy stories, crafts, activities, exhibits, and more. Bug Day is free for all ages. Adults and kids alike will enjoy the amazing bug exhibits. Join us for Bug Day, noon to 4, Sunday, September 9th at Penitentiary Glen Reservation. For all the buggy information, visit LakeMetroParks.com.
Everyone's favorite, Flavors on the Avenue, is now Joey's Avenue Eatery. Same friendly atmosphere and service, but with a new menu featuring char-grilled summer specials like bourbon and brown sugar pork chops, barbecue ribs and chicken, and smoky grilled top sirloin. You'll love everything at Joey's Avenue Eatery in Wickliffe.
Pat O'Brien is having a new Chevrolet Red Tag sale. All our Chevrolets are upfront priced to give you the biggest rebates, markdowns, and discounts. But now through September 3rd, you'll save even more on every one with a red tag in the windshield. Nobody can beat a Pat O'Brien Red Tag sale price. Here we go.
We are back. Thanks for staying with us, folks. This is David Lighty, the Motor Medic, with Joe Rossman, the Motor Doctor, and we are joined tonight by Chad Rothrock. Total Value RV. Call us in if you have any questions about RVs, campings, pop-ups. What else?
So, Chad, do people like leave your place with a new RV and go camping immediately?
You know, you'd be happy to know most of them do. A lot of people. That it's funny because they like to call us the week of their trip. A lot of times, so it kind of puts us under the gun. But we do our best to get these units out in a timely fashion. However, we do ask for a 3-day period to prep that vehicle and ensure that all systems and applications are ready to go.
I know that I spent a whole day with your technician walking through my motorhome. What's this? What's this? How's this? And we sat there. We were there for 3 days sitting in the parking lot, and we didn't have we had anything to transfer over because we left it all at home. We brought, pots and pans and a couple glasses and bedding. And it can take you a whole day to transfer all that junk from one RV to another one.
Yeah.
Home on wheels, would expect.
I've transferred quite a few.
Now, you take trade-ins.
We do a fair share of trades ourselves. Yeah, matter of fact, because of the volume that we do with the new vehicles, we actually take a tremendous amount of trades in. So anybody looking to save, a couple of extra bucks or doesn't want to necessarily take the first year, hit, because it's just like a car or a truck. Your first few years would be the heavier years in depreciation. If somebody really wants to, limit the budget, that's a great way to do it.
Now, when you say you take trade-ins, once you do take those vehicles, and then obviously they get appraised and all pricing, so on and so forth, do you go through like a 195-point inspection and make sure that everything is up to your standards before you offer it to the public?
Yeah, great question. So there's a couple different points of inspection that are made. One, at the initial taking in of the vehicle. So we have what's called a dealer acceptance report, and so that's a technician comes out and will actually check the systems on the coach, and anything that's broken or needs fixing is reported right there. That gives us as a dealership a fair chance to determine what we're going to have to put into the vehicle to get it right for a retail customer.
Okay.
And then, of course, once that customer commits to a vehicle, then we will run it through another inspection, which is a lot more comprehensive, where we do run it through with a fine-tooth comb, so to speak.
Now, what's the warranty on stuff? Now, I know Integra's 2 years, which is one of the reasons that I bought an Integra motorhome. But
that's an exclusive, actually. They're the only ones doing that.
It's actually an exclusive, and everybody else is 1 year, and you got to you're right up on that 1 year, man, I'm telling you. And Integra said 2 years, we make an appointment for you. We want 3 days. We want you to spend 3 days here at the end of your 2-year period so we can go over that motorhome, top to bottom, front to back.
That's impressive, yeah.
Now, is that a parts and labor type warranty? So they have it for 3 days. They invited you back because they want to make sure that in that 2-year period
bumper
of time,
to bumper.
Bumper to bumper. Bumpers are covered too?
Bumper to bumper. Doesn't have bumpers.
Yeah.
Well, you got to stop it somehow.
I step on the brakes, man.
What if you bump into something?
If you bump into something and not much left of anything, there's going to be a whole bunch of plastic and fiberglass sitting around.
No bumpers, huh? But they go through it just to assure that before you... Now, all right, so we're 28 months, 30 months into the ownership of this coach.
Okay.
Right.
And something goes wrong.
Bumper to bumper.
But you said 24.
Oh, 28. I'm sorry. 20.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry.
you're 30.
My math is bad. 2 years. Isn't 2 years 36 months?
That's on the old Julian calendar.
The wrong calendar.
The wrong calendar. But so you go in at 30 months, and it sounds like it's an unlimited mileage type warranty?
Well, here, I can speak for Integra.
Okay.
The Integra coach is 2 years, 24,000, I think.
That's right.
Might even be 2 years unlimited. I'm not sure.
2 years or 24,000 miles, whatever comes
bumper to bumper.
On the Integra.
Bumper to bumper, and they'll fix whatever you got. Now, when I go back, a couple of things that impressed me about Integra. One, when they build the coach, when it leaves the factory, before they paint it, they put mirrors on it. They put in other words, the whole thing is done, but it's not painted. 2 guys get in it, and they go out and drive it 10 miles and do a pre-delivery inspection, they call it, at the factory. And they look for all the things that they find wrong.
Okay.
Then they fix it. Then they paint the coach. Then 2 guys go take and drive it again for 10 miles and do another pre-delivery inspection. So usually by the time it gets to Chad's place, it may not have anything wrong with it, and it may have something, a squeak or something. I found
correct.
a squeak.
Yeah, there's 13 different stages with that particular brand. 13 different stages of inspection before it gets makes its way to the dealerships, and they are the only manufacturer that actually puts that much attention to detail, and it's probably a good idea as to why they do this 2-year bumper-to-bumper warranties, because they're probably not spending nearly as much money in the warranties because of that, and it makes total sense. So happier campers out there for sure.
Well, I was going to say it's got to make warranty claims for your dealership back to the factory a lot easier to handle because there aren't that many.
That's for sure. Yeah, it makes our job a lot easier.
Yeah.
And
so then we went. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say I will tell you this. Now, there are a few other brands out there that, although they might not be perfect or as perfectly close to perfect as being built as these Integras, these brands are, like Forest River and Thor Motor Coach. When something happens, I have yet to have an issue that I can't call somebody and get it resolved in a very timely fashion. These guys are really, really good about that. So don't let it scare you. Even beyond warranty, they are very active in helping their consumers. And there's a 24/7 concierge service line with any of these brands that you can call and get technical support and get some help right away.
Now, Newmar, we went to Newmar, another brand, different brand, and I was not impressed with the way they built the coach. Some people and they're the same price point, same competitors, almost dollar for dollar, but I was just not impressed. Integra builds 3 coaches a day. Newmar builds 19 coaches a day.
Good point.
And Integra's got, 5 of these coming down, then there'll be 5 of them. You go to Newmar, and they got 2 gas coaches and a diesel coach, and then a small gas one, and then a big gas one, and a small diesel one, and they're all mixed up. And I was not impressed with it, but that's my personal opinion. But
that's a great point, Joe. You've got you kind of got the great treatment there, and you're lucky enough, and just like the folks there in your area there, that section of Ohio, you guys are not that far away from the factories. Give yourself that great opportunity if you're really considering a purchase like this, even if it's a travel trailer. Get out to the factory, and like Joe said, you will find a product that you believe in if you know what you're looking for. And obviously Joe's a little bit more nuts than bolts, but he's a nuts and bolts guy nonetheless, just like myself. So
you can watch them build them. Most of the factory tours are real good, and they'll take care of you. And then when I have a problem, I call Chad, talk to the service guy. I had an issue. I called Chad, talked to Chad. Boom, the parts show up 2 days later. Parts are there. Integra happens to be one of the few that says, if you need a part, we'll send you the part. No questions. No questions asked. Right. I had a switch plate break, a little switch plate that holds one of. Boom! I called them up, took a picture of it, sent it. Boom! It's in the mail 2 days later. No questions asked.
Which brings a question to mind. Okay, so they're going to send you the part.
Yeah.
And you're fairly mechanical. So say it's something you have to take in to have installed at one of the RV service places in town here.
If it's in warranty or out of warranty, most of the places, I would say, Chad, correct me if I'm wrong, most of the RV companies, if it's in warranty and there's not a dealer around, that you take it to wherever you want, they'll call the factory and they'll get an authorization, correct? That's correct, yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't leave somebody in the lurch to get that part installed once they find somebody capable thereof.
So people...
Yeah, now that manufacturer there, and as well as a couple of the others we carry, we've even gone ahead and just called out a mobile technician just to get the problem taken care of, and worried about the warranty and who's going to pay for what later on. It's more about getting that customer back on the road and making sure they're taken care of.
Total Value is pretty good because they deal with the better companies. There's a lot of I don't like to use the word schlock companies, but there's a lot of low end trailers out there, mostly in trailers. Am I correct, Chad?
Yeah, there's a few brands we're not going to mention. Throw too much mud, but you're right. Yeah, there's certain brands that you kind of get what you pay for, and you want to be careful with what you're buying. So the good thing to do would be maybe just get online and contact a few of these manufacturers, find out where they are, and get out there yourself and take one day, even if it's a week that you dedicate. You could save yourself a lot of time and energy in the future as far as having to take it in for service or having to wait for parts to use it if you just pick a brand A over brand B.
And you can go to Shipshawana while you're there. I mean, there's plenty of stuff to do around there.
Tons of stuff, yeah.
Chad, hang on a minute. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Total Value RV in Elkhart, Indiana. If you're in the market for any type of recreational vehicle, and I mean a towable, a drivable, a pullable, you want to pull it, haul it, drag it, whatever you want, you need to call Total Value RV, 866-282-4460, or check them out on the internet at totalvaluerv.com, because you want to buy them where they're built. Indiana's #1 motorhome dealer. They're a big deal in Thor and other lines, but you need to talk to it before you buy anywhere. You need to talk to Total Value RV. I'm Joe Rossman, the Motor Doctor, with my good buddy David Whitey. Every Tuesday night we're here from
7 to 8 p.m. with all the mirth and merriment you can stand. Auto Talk and Travel. We like to talk autos. We like to talk food. We like to talk travel. We'll talk about anything. You can give us a call if you want to talk about camping and RVs tonight.
We'll give you a pair of tickets
to the air show.
To the air show this weekend, a $50 value, 440-946-9468. Give us a call. Ask us a question. Say hello. Talk to Kurt. Tell Kurt you love him. Tell me I'm handsome as you know what. And we'll be right back with more Auto Talk. Sims Buick GMC is located on the corner of Babbitt Road and I-90 with easy access from anywhere in the Cleveland area. With both Buick and GMC vehicles available, I'm sure that you can find one to suit your every dream, desire, and need. Now, they also specialize in GM certified vehicles, which provides you the peace of mind after purchase. Financing? No problem with their guaranteed credit approval program. At Sims Buick GMC, they have a complete factory-trained service staff to keep your car running in top condition. Please visit their website at simsgm.com. That's SIMSGM.com. They're awaiting your visit and can solve any of your automotive problems from 9 in the morning till 7 o'clock at night, Tuesday and Wednesday, Monday and Thursday till 8, Fridays till 6, and Saturday until 5 o'clock p.m. The friendly staff at Sims Buick GMC is looking forward to meeting you. Stop in or give them a call at 855-217-4604. That's 855-217-4604. Sims Buick GMC, your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Forget next year. We still have tickets good every October weekend at Idlewild Park or through September 16th at Kennywood. We're raising the roof by adding an overnight stay at any Red Roof Inn or Red Roof Plus nationwide. Listen to win on Integrity Radio WINT.
Alzheimer's affects so many people in our lives and families, but you can help to raise awareness. The Alzheimer's Association's Walk to End Alzheimer's is the world's largest event to raise awareness and funds for Alzheimer's care, support, and research. Join WINT Radio on September 30th at Lake Metro Parks Farm Park for the Kirtland Walk to End Alzheimer's. Register now at alz.org/walk. That's alz.org/walk. Together, we can end Alzheimer's.
Alexa, I hear that WINT is now on FM.
That's right. Tune in to 101.5 FM to listen to WINT all day, all night on 101.5 FM. Did I say 101.5 FM? 101.5 FM.
The game is over, but this time, instead of asking how many goals did you score or what were your stats, try asking these questions. Were you a good teammate? Were you coachable? Did you give 100%? And did you have fun? Because those are the values that school sports instill in Ohio's young people, where winning and losing are secondary to the life lessons that will stay with kids long after their playing days are over. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
If you're thinking of buying a used vehicle, you owe it to yourself to shop Pat O'Brien Chevrolet before you buy. We've got the area's largest selection of clean used cars and trucks, all upfront priced to save you time and money. Our used inventory has every make and model of car, truck, and SUV, and we're adding more daily. Our used vehicles are quality checked to ensure you'll be proud of your purchase. With 4 convenient locations, there's a Pat O'Brien Chevrolet near you. We got them. Come get them at Pat O'Brien Chevrolet.
We're back. Thanks for staying with us, everybody. This is David Lighty, the Motor Medic, with Joe Rossman, the Motor Doctor. You are listening to Auto Talk and Travel. And as Joe just destroyed his headphones, we have Chad Rothrack on the air with us from Total Value RV. And Chad's been touching on some of the advantages is to buying where they're manufactured or nearby there. But it brings up a point. I'm coming in, I want to buy an RV or I want to buy a travel trailer, a tow behind or a pop-up. Chad, do you offer any type of financing?
I'm a little short of green.
Yeah, I can sign my name in a lot of places and maybe send you a payment. What can you do to help a poor boy out?
Well, I'll tell you, the nice thing about it is, first of all, interest rates are still at an almost historic low. But more importantly, these RV terms are, anywhere from 10 to 20 years. So, you don't have to pay me right away. But the good thing is, yes, we do offer financing. Typically, the banks want to see about 10% down.
Okay.
So if you're looking at, say, a $50,000 RV, about $5,000 is typically what you need down. But with that being said,
and I could finance that for the next 10 to 20 years?
Yeah, anywhere from 10 to 20 years. And
boy, did I miss the boat. If I would have known that, my kid wouldn't have had student loans.
Right.
David doesn't even buy green bananas anymore.
No.
Right. That's great. So, yeah, I mean, that's part of the fun behind it. A lot of folks, they aren't aware of that, number one. And so when we talk numbers, sometimes it's a little bit more fun just to break it down to the ridiculous and talk about what kind of motorhome you can get for $10 a day.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Absolutely. I mean, you can get a brand new Class C motorhome for literally $10, $11 a day for a brand new 2019 Coachman Freelander.
$10 a day.
$10 a day.
But if you have a family, people don't understand. You have a family of 2 kids, and you want to go travel across the country. What it's going to cost you in a motel bill and inconvenience where, if you're in an RV of some description or other, whether it's a drive one or a tow one, that, you can stay in a Walmart free. Mm-hmm. You can stay in the government campgrounds, the Corps of Engineers campgrounds, free.
What's that, the KOA?
No.
KOA's Campgrounds of America.
Campgrounds of America, but the Corps of Engineers, the Army Corps of Engineers, mm-hmm. has campgrounds across the country that you can stay at for free. Just need a reservation. There's all kind of state campgrounds that are reasonably priced, $20 a night, $30, $40 a night sometimes. And you can take your RV, the fun of camping out, sitting around a campfire maybe, or just it's a whole different lifestyle. People, if you've never been in an RV, you have no idea what the lifestyle is, because it's different than anything else.
Yeah, there's a lot of freedoms there, that's for sure. And of course, we've probably all been to maybe not the greatest hotel room, and let's be honest, it's nice to be able to kick your own socks and shoes off without worrying about where you're putting your feet in your own RV, as opposed to a hotel room. So,
well, that's how my wife likes it, because we've got our clothes, our bed, our bed bugs. We take our bed bugs with us.
You're right.
And the other thing, now, a lot of the new RVs have bunk beds. So if you got kids, you just stash them in the bunk beds. Or Class C, they sleep up on top of the driver. You can get away. I think I would say like a 24-foot Class C RV. You're going to be what, $60,000, $70,000?
Oh yeah, I mean if not less. That would be for more of the high end stuff, giving you solid hardwood. Some of the residential appointments, like say a convection microwave oven or residential refrigerator, even satellite systems now. So we've gotten to the point now where a lot of these coaches they're smart coaches. What that means is you can operate them by using your smartphone. They're internet ready, so literally you have your own hotspot capability.
I'm going to call my motorhome. Hey, come pick me up tonight. I mean, Uber.
Well, actually, on your coach there, you can with the Firefly system, you can actually call and unlock your coach. So you can literally call your center unlock your coach for maybe somebody, say you've got your kids that are coming back from their hike and they forgot the keys, locked in the coach, and you're in Florida, they're in California, you can actually call and unlock your coach. So there are some great applications, and our industry is just it's expanding in exponential.
Let me back you up a couple steps.
We're out of time. Is the problem we got, David?
Oh, never mind that.
We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to do this again. There's a lot of great stuff to cover as far as advancement with the RV industry. So I'd love to do that with you soon.
All right, give us the name of the place, and we're gonna have to bug out of here, Chad. Give us the name of the place and a phone number.
Total Value RV, and you can visit us at totalvaluerv.com.
I got it right that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David knew it.
I knew that one.
David's got it written down.
I wrote it down.
He got it written down.
I got it written down.
You've got it written down. Now, for the folks that have memories like elephants, this one here is a little bit easier. It's 866. It's our toll-free number. You can reach us at 866-282-4460. That's 866-282-4460.
Chad, we got to run, buddy. Thanks much.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Thanks, Chad.
That's Chad Rothrock from Total Value RV. I'm Joe Rossman, the Motor Doctor, and it's time to get out of here. It's time.
It's time.
Nobody,
Boy, did that go fast.
Nobody got the air show tickets.
No, nobody wanted to go to the air show this year.
But I don't know, David. David and I are here every Tuesday night from. Like that, huh? We're here every Tuesday night from 7, 8 o'clock. You can also go to WINTradio.com, go to the archives, and you can listen to our